Morning, Steve Ray in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Overnight, beans are a little bit lower, corn's unchanged, wheat's also about unchanged. Outside markets, stocks continue to trade higher. The dollar has turned higher and crude is also higher. We continue to look for new headlines, especially concerning U.S. and China trade. Continue to have talks in China. Yesterday there were rumors floating around that China was asking for U.S. corn and DDG prices. So many people had thought that if there is a deal down the road, maybe the first thing that China would buy would be corn, maybe pork. So all those things kind of are coming into play. With still no definite word on whether there's going to be a deal or not. We're still looking for the possibility of extending the talks to next week. Also maybe extending them further down the road. There was some talk, though, that the two presidents might meet in Florida in March to sign a new deal. And as far as the ag community is concerned, they're hoping that there will be some kind of package in which China lists the things that they will buy from the United States on an annual basis. Originally, talk was $30 billion use of U.S. ag goods. Now the number is as high as $40 billion. So we'll just kind of see how that unfolds. We're also looking at another partial shutdown as far as the government is concerned on Friday. I think a lot of people are leaning that we may avoid a shutdown. We'll just kind of see what kind of unfolds as far as the particulars of it. But the bill that the president could sign does not include the tax extenders, which means it does not include the subsidies for biodiesel. So I think that could be a little bit negative if that doesn't pass, and try to find a bill to attach it to pass. As far as weather is concerned, South America, Brazil sees normal rains. Argentina remains dry. A little bit of talk of maybe southern Argentina getting a little bit too dry, but all in all, I think that conditions down there are favorable. We'll continue to hear lower Brazil soybean production, but the corn crop and Argentina crops are bigger than a year ago. Here in the United States, we continue to see cold weather. 6 to 10 days shows another shot of Arctic cold coming down into the Midwest during that time frame. It's causing havoc as far as logistics is concerned. It's firming up the basis levels, especially for spring wheat and corn. And there's not a lot of grain movement right now in the Midwest, whether it's by truck, rail, or barge. And I think that's offering some support to the market. As far as beans are concerned, technically we continue to be in the uptrend since the September double bottom. A trade deal should push us higher, but the numbers are still negative. So we're running up against some pretty strong resistance. Corn and wheat remains in a trading range with the talk of potentially higher supplies in 2019 offering resistance, whereas the lower supplies in 2018 and shift of corn export demand from South America to the U.S. offering support to the corn. And we're still waiting for any new wheat business that might pick up the wheat market. And we're kind of watching a little bit this cold shot next week and see if it has any stress on the U.S. winter wheat crop. So again, we're watching for headlines, whether it's the U.S. and China trade deal, government shutdown, or anything that might impact money flow either back into commodities or out of equities, in equities, out of currencies, in currencies, out of energies, in energies. There's a lot of money on the sideline waiting for some place to go. As always, these are my thoughts and not those of ADM or ADM Investor Services. Have a safe and profitable trading day.